I was moving and I didn't have any security. I wasn't moving for a job. I was moving and setting up a whole business on my own.
You can chase your dreams in Dubai, being a single mum. There is help. There is the setup for women to be able to go and chase their dream. You know, they don't respect women. That needs to just be debunked. Arabic men, they open the door for you.
Fantasize your current self as your future self. Your brain will find a way to make things work.
Now, like, all his friends are like, oh yeah, your mom, like, she's so cool, like, she does this.
so
I'm like,
You're not too old. You don't have to have a man. You don't have to have a plan. Just your
do
end
it.
goal.
Welcome back to Why Dubai. Today's guest was born in Lisbon, raised in London, chose Dubai, and that choice changed everything. She's an entrepreneur, property investor, and a single mother building businesses across 3 countries simultaneously. Denise Cabral, welcome to Why Dubai.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
We're so happy to have you on, honestly. Like, coming from a mum myself, I always love listening to people's stories about bringing children over, making the big plunge, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, from the minute you say, I don't want to live in my country anymore, you haven't just got you to think about. It's not like you can just jump on a plane and go, right, that's it. You've got to think about your children. You've got to think about how you're going to support them, what you're going to do. So obviously, like we said, born in Lisbon, or Lisbon, as Lisbon would say.
Lisboa.
Born in Lisbon, raised in London.
Yeah.
Your family have a really successful restaurant in Camden.
Yeah.
Been going for
nearly 20 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
And you've got obviously a life in London, right? You've got a life in Camden. You've got family there. You've got your comforts there. You know, your family are thriving.
Yeah.
Why would you want to leave? And why Dubai? Like, what brought you here? Like, tell us what.
Okay, so I think how I grew up and just seeing my parents move to a country and make something out of not even their own country, I feel like seeing them just really gave me that drive and that curiosity. And I think that can kind of do 2 things to a person. It can either scare you and you kind of stay in your comfort zone, or you become curious. And I'm definitely curious. So for me, it was like the restaurant's doing really well. My family's very happy. What's next?
Yeah.
You know, and how can I take all my skills and everything that I've learned, but actually take it to the next level. So
that's really interesting. So you've been inspired by your parents.
100%.
That's so nice.
100%.
Yeah, that's so nice. See, I'm complete opposite. Like, born in Essex, raised in Essex, family from East London. So we've always lived for hundreds of years in one country.
Okay,
I'm like the first to break the mold, if you like. But you've been inspired to not want to stay, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really interesting.
I think, but to be honest, when I did tell my mum I was going to move, she wasn't very happy.
Yeah.
She wasn't very happy because she understood, I guess, from her experience, what it took, right? And the hardships that she had to go through. She moved to a country and she didn't even speak the language.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So doing that and taking that plunge, when I then told her, she wouldn't be as happy because she understood what she went through. And not only that, it was her first grandchild. So I gave her, you know, first grandchild. So she was very, what's the word? She was very,
it's emotional connection, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not just like, okay, go and spread your wings, go and have fun. It's like, hang on a second.
Yeah.
You're taken away. Because they always say that a grandparent loves the grandchild way more than it ever loves the child.
Way more.
So you're taken away, their prized possession.
Yeah. And I'm, you know, daughter, first grandchild. So for them, it was kind of hard to kind of wrap their heads around me moving, and then obviously me moving with my son. And not only that, I was moving and I didn't have any security. I wasn't moving for a job. I wasn't moving, and a lot of my friends that have moved, they get the package where some of their accommodation is covered or their full accommodation is covered, and they get travel tickets once a year and all of this. That's not what I was doing. I was moving and setting up a whole business in a different country that I've never done business in, on my own, no idea. And I said, I have to do it.
Yeah.
I have to do it. This is what I want to do. So for me, it wasn't just making that decision, but it was also to extend my family's legacy for everything that I've learned, but actually adapt it to Dubai, because what I felt was that Dubai was missing a piece of what we created in London.
Yeah.
And I wanted to take the leap to do that myself.
And that's what brought you to Dubai. You thought, okay, Dubai need a taste of what we've got going on in Camden. And also, I think, again, from a mother's perspective, like, you can chase your dreams in Dubai, being a mum, being a single mum, because there is help, you know? And I've touched base on this a lot. There is the help. There is the setup for a single woman to be able to go and chase their dreams. And I admire you for that. It's amazing.
I think there's so much stigma around women or single moms, or, you know, just moving with their kids, because how Dubai is portrayed. And I don't think that was, obviously I'm living proof. That is not the case. Like, it's very safe. I did it on my own, came with my child, and it was exciting. Like, for me, it was exciting because he could see the choice that I made, and he was living the choice with me. So that was really beautiful. And I think for me, when I did make the choice as well, was just about around the time that I knew that my son was going to have to start applying for secondary schools, and just the knife crime and the gun crime and everything like that. And it's a lot harder for boys, because as soon as they get into the wrong crowd, it's really hard to kind of get them into, you know, home, or, you know, trying to think a different mindset from whatever they're going to be learning with their friends, right? So I needed to make sure as a mother that I'm going to place my son in the best possible environment. And for me, honestly, it was Dubai.
Yeah.
And obviously you've set an example to Manny as well, doing that big move. By yourself. Just you two against the world.
Literally packed up the house. And I think the whole process was, for him, was a learning curve of, you know, all these things are just belongings. We can put everything in a bag and we can move. We might just not have the people around us as often as we would want, but there's video calls, there's you know, there's so much ways that we can still have a connection with our family and friends. But just that process of understanding that all these things around us, they're just physical objects. And it's about how we live our lives on a day-to-day basis is what is important. So hopefully this has taught him and has guided him for his future decisions.
Obviously, Manny is a boxer.
Yes.
He's a little champion.
Yes.
And obviously you've done everything yourself. So clearly there's a fighter DNA in this family.
Yes, definitely. I think there's definitely key people in my family that have that fighter mentality and that fighter presence. So I don't want to just give all credit just to me, because we do have like an amazing support system. But obviously Emmanuel spends most time with me. So he sees me going out and I'm a go-getter, right? So like I'm up and out all the time, and he has front row seats to literally what I'm building. So again, obviously the experience of moving from London to Dubai, setting up my business, like I would even have interviews sometimes, like interviewing staff, and he's sitting there. Because I didn't have childcare at the time. So I'd pick him up from school, go back to the kitchen, I'm interviewing staff, he's going around with me, buying equipment, learning about things. So there's that, but also the boxing and the discipline that he gets from that is something completely different. And that's something that he has within himself, but also the fact that he is in his like not comfort zones when he goes to boxing. He's training every day, he gets up, he goes to school, he does all his schoolwork, and then after school he goes boxing. And that you need a lot of like grit, because kids obviously they just want to play, right? But because he genuinely enjoys the sport, I think it just comes very natural to him.
What's the boxing like over here in Dubai?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I feel like the boxing gets a lot of stigma again, because it's a new sport. It is a new sport to Dubai, but the infrastructure, so the gyms are amazing, the coaches are amazing. So he has a lot of international coaches. So one of the coaches he's got in one of the gyms is Cuban boxing. So Cuban fighters, and their kind of traditions is very hardcore, right? Because in Cuba, you either make it or you don't, right? So the work ethic in that gym is amazing, and he literally soaks that all up, as well as other gyms that he goes to. And just like the actual quality, everything is new. Everyone's like really nice. So it's a pleasure to kind of want to go to the gym.
I actually really love the multicultural side of Dubai. I love it. I love the fact that you have Russian mentality, Cuban mentality, Filipino mentality, Indian mentality, Pakistani mentality. And you kind of, here in Dubai, you take the best bits from each nationality and culture, and then you kind of embed it in your children or in your way of life. You know, like there's things that I've picked up from Evie because she's from Cyprus, or one of my teammates because they're from India, you know, and you kind of, you're all here together, and we are kind of creating our own way of life and nationality. And I love my son and my daughter. They both train mixed martial arts at TKMMA. And all of their coaches are from Kazakhstan, I think it's called. Yeah. And I love, they're like hard. They don't take any crap. And I love them being hard on them. Like, I think kids need it.
They do.
All of this soft, gentle approach to like, all right, I don't agree with the cane like back in the day, but you know, like people were a lot more like
hardcore
disciplined back then. You know, you didn't shout at your teacher. You didn't raise your voice to your parents because it was hard lessons, you know, and I'm a big believer in that. And I think Dubai, where it's got that Arab culture of like a man is a man, a woman is a woman, you don't raise your voice to you respect the elderly. And I love that about this place. And like, I'm sure he'll do amazing in boxing because you've got all of the cultures. You've got the Arabic culture of like, okay, no, be quiet. Listen to your parents, you know, your dad is your dad. You don't treat them with disrespect. And that's that. That was one of my main reasons why I actually quite like the Arab culture in that sense. That it is quite male, female. That's that. You know?
There's this hierarchy as well within the household.
Love it.
The discipline and the respect, it just comes naturally.
So we'll go back into, obviously, with your son being so dedicated to his boxing. How do you find that with his schooling, with his homework, with his fighting? Are the schools
That's what I was going to say, sorry. I was going to say that obviously in Dubai, it's like, I do feel like kids do grow up in a bubble, right? Because there's a lot of safety, and I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think as parents, it's our jobs to really educate them, right? So for me, growing up in London, I did kind of grow up in like I wouldn't say an easy area, right? So you kind of grow like this armor. And in Dubai, you don't need it because it's just kind of a bit more soft here. And it's a lot lighter. But the fact that like I've come from London, I can now transfer everything over to my son, but he still needs to learn how to be very much independent, because once he leaves Dubai, that sense of safety is gone, because there are...
It's just being streetwise, isn't it?
Being streetwise,
Being here as a child, you don't have to be streetwise.
No, you don't have to.
But
you don't.
What I believe here is... growing up in London, your armour is your protection from your safety. Right? Here, you build an armour for being an entrepreneur. So you kind of, everyone that's living here is an entrepreneur, business owner. They want to better their life. We've all got the same mindset, right? We are all here for one reason, whether you're working on the roads, whether you're a cleaner, whether you're a nanny, you've left your country and you've come here to better your life externally. Whether you're sending your money home, whether you plan on staying here, everyone's got the same mindset. So what it does, yes, you're not as streetwise to safety. But whilst you're not focusing on your safety, because that's all you're worried about,
exactly.
You can put your energy into teaching your son discipline, respect, how to earn money. You mentioned to me before, he went and travelled to where with his... But you're not worried about his safety.
Exactly.
You know?
So last year he had the opportunity to go to Thailand, and he was very young. Some of my friends were like, Denise, like, are you going to let him go on his own? I'm like, first of all, he's not going on his own. He's going with qualified teachers, and he's going with his new friends that he's now created these relationships with. So he doesn't need to be by my side until he's 18. I want to teach him from very young to be independent because I want him to know that he can travel the world and there are a lot of opportunities out there, that I never want him to feel restricted. So last year he went Thailand. This year he chose to go to Paris. He's been to Paris many times, but because his friends were going, he also wanted to go. And that's also an experience for him. Yeah. And he loved it. He absolutely loved it.
And you feel confident with him going because of the setup here. You know how strict and safe and regimented all of that's going to be, you know, whereas that opportunity probably wouldn't come up in other countries, you know. So, and again, you're teaching him, okay, be safe in Paris, there's pickpockets everywhere, you know, be vigilant. But you also know that, okay, if he does get his phone stolen, it's a life lesson, you know, you can't wrap them up in cotton wool. So it's kind of good that you are letting him like do that side of stuff, and it's good that you're confident in the school here to actually allow them to take him, because again, you don't want to contradict what you've done, going travel the world, do what you want, and they'll be like, no, sorry, you can't go to Paris with your friends. Like, so it's amazing. And again, like, this place allows a mum like you to go, do you know what, boy, go Thailand with
Gave
your
me
mates.
a free week.
Spread your wings.
Literally, he had time for himself. He then had time to miss me. He had his own experiences. I had time that week to focus on myself and do my own stuff, and then had him back.
Was you video calling him all the time?
No.
I'd be like, Mum, are you okay? No, I'd be like, Mummy, I miss you. No, Mum.
No, my son is literally the opposite. Like, he responds with like one word answers. I call him, I'm like, son, I miss you. He's like, okay, is there anything else that you need?
See, my son's 9, yours is 12. So I've got 3 years, I'm going to hold on to it.
Teenager makes sense.
Enjoy it.
I'm going to.
I have to bribe him for hugs now. Literally have to bribe him for hugs and attention. Like, son, come here.
One of my friend's little boys, he's gorgeous, little boy called Leo.
Yeah.
And I remember was always such a polite kid. And then he hit like, I think about 10.
Yeah.
And he just like didn't want to go here, didn't want to go there, didn't want to do this. And I'm like, you've always been such a lovely little boy. But now he's older. I think he's like 13, 14. He's like, yeah, I'll come with you girls. Like, he's like come out of it. And I'm like, right,
so
I know
good.
you have just got to ride the wave with like Roman and my son's accent. That, you know, different ages is going to be like, Mum, you're embarrassing. Yeah. Then it's going to be like, Mum, I love you again. Yeah. So
I'm in the embarrassment phase right now. Like, just leaving the house now, I was like, son, Mummy's going on a podcast. Like, tell me I look good. And he's like, okay, bye, Mum. Like, he's playing PlayStation with his friends. And he's like, no, okay, bye.
But then when he's like 15, 16, he'd probably be like, Mum, you look beautiful. But you just got to ride it.
Do you know what he actually did the other day? They all were Googling their parents.
Oh, gosh.
So... Exactly. Yeah. Right? So now, like, all his friends are like, oh, yeah, your mom, like, she's so cool. Like, she does this. I'm like,
I like that. Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I better Google myself.
Literally.
Jessica Lambert.
To-do list. Google yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other day that when we went together, you mentioned traveling, and that Dubai opened so many doors for you.
Yeah.
Talk to us about this.
So I feel like being on this side of the continent, you're a lot closer to places like Asia, and it's a lot quicker to kind of get to places like Asia, even Africa, for example. So for my birthday, I traveled to Zanzibar. That was only a 4-hour plane journey, and it was literally heaven. I've never seen such blue waters before, like absolutely amazing. And now, literally, I've just come back from traveling with my son for 3.5 weeks. We went all around Thailand, traveled literally 3 places. We went to Koh Samui, we went to Bangkok, we landed in Phuket, and it was amazing. And because Dubai is one of the busiest airports of the world, connecting flights, right? So it just gives you so much access to places. When I was in the UK, don't get me wrong, you can get cheap Ryanair flights or EasyJet flights. But then you're quite restricted to just mostly places in Europe, and then you have to wait to travel in the summer, right? Whereas like here, you basically are in summer all year round.
Yeah.
So it's more kind of like a choice to travel, but also there's just so many places to visit. You have the beach at your doorstep. You indoor ski if you want to be, if you want to feel the cold.
I never thought of it like that. In January, you have to do a long flight to get a bit of heat from the London, don't you?
Right.
The London.
Yeah.
You do. I never thought of it like that. But here we can fly anywhere.
Exactly.
It's hot all year round. Or just go Mall of the Emirates if you want to feel the cold, like you said.
So
that's so true.
It's just such a great hub. I have a friend actually, she works in Saudi, and she's here most weekends because it's just so easy for her to just get from Saudi to here.
Yeah.
So it's
so
good.
another positive to your, because where have you got businesses? You've got businesses in London.
Yeah, Portugal.
How long's Portugal from here?
So Portugal from here is same journey as the UK. So it's about 7 hours.
So that's not affected.
Not affected at all.
Yeah.
Basically, jump on an Emirates flight. Same journey, and if I need to quickly go there, I can just jump on the flight, go there, then I'm back.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy. And then what I love about Dubai, and another thing is the time zones, right? So where we're 3 hours ahead, we was 4 hours ahead before, but now we're like 3 hours ahead, right? So anything that I have to do in London or Portugal, it can just wait because everyone's still sleeping. You know, so like I get up in the morning, have breakfast with my son, I take him to school, and that's our like quiet time. My phone's not busy. No one's messaging me at that time. Because no one should be messaging at that time anyways, right? Take my son to school, and then I go to gym. I go to the gym, or do a class, or I do Pilates, or I do a crazy platform class, which is like a Barry's class. And then I can literally jump on my laptop and get ahead of anything that's going on.
11 a.m. rush.
Right. And then I'm just ready. I'm ready to go. And then I'm literally ahead of everything, smash out my work. Then I've got the rest of the day to enjoy.
Do you know one of my favourite things about living here is you don't ever feel like you're at work. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice, isn't it? We've all come here, and like Evie and I, obviously we bought this from the ground up, the podcast studios itself, and every day it's fun, isn't it? Like you choose your job, you choose your path. Like even like my nanny, I love her to absolute pieces. I've said to her, I want you to be part of the family, you know? Enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, help me raise my children while I'm raising like my empire, but enjoy it, you know? And I think Dubai really allows you to enjoy your life.
100%.
And not think, oh God, I've got a meeting. Like all of my meetings are so fun, they're so nice. I was at the St. Regis Hotel having a meeting the other day. Like, that's not a hard meeting. It was a very important meeting. But the hotel made it feel so nice, you know?
It's just literally your circumstances, not just your circumstances, your surroundings as well, right? So you could be having a really bad day and you could just go for a walk. Because the weather's amazing, right? So you go for a walk and then you just realize like, oh wow, like it's a lot harder to be sad here. Like it is a lot harder to be sad because the sun is always out. You can go for a matcha if you like a matcha, or a coffee shop, or a walk, or to the beach, or for a bike ride, and you can see the sunset. Like there's just so much to do that you never get bored, and it's just the best.
That was me yesterday. I was having like one of those days where you feel down and you overthink. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get my dog. And I'm just going to go explore the neighborhood. And then we went to like 2-3 parks. There's parks everywhere in every community. And your mood just instantly changes. Even like when you walk on the streets and like you see smiley people and you know, you chit chat, like everyone's so open.
You see a little dog, or you see like a little cat with just had kittens on the side of the road. You're like, oh, it's so cute. I should go feed the cats. I agree, and I think going back to the freedom that you do have here as women, I think a big stigma about Dubai is, you know, they don't respect women and they don't do this. Like you're a single mum. You have a son. He's 12 years old. He's now going to want to spread his wings, and you know that stigma needs to just be debunked. Because Arabic men, they open the door for you. The reason why they have their wives covered is because they have utmost respect for their wives. You know, and there's not many places in the world where I go on my own, and I feel 100% safe and 100% comfortable.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a room with full of men, you know you're respected.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I've noticed, no one's gonna look at you or stare at you like in other countries or where you feel uncomfortable or catcalling. Like, there's none of that here.
They actually love women. Like they respect them. Like if my husband's speaking to security, they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, oh, please. They're like, go on then.
It's so true. It's so
they're like
true.
man to man. They're like, oh, I'm security.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, come on. Just need to do this. They're like, oh, go on, madam.
Madame. I love it, madame.
Sarah, madam. Like, why wouldn't you want to live in a country where everyone calls you Sarah, ma'am, madam? Like,
and you know what I love as well? I feel like Dubai, there's always a reason to dress up.
Yeah. Well, look at you now, girl.
You know, like, I feel like when I was in the UK, I didn't have the need to want to. So for example, if I'm going to collect my son from school, I'm literally like hoodie, jacket, it's cold. Oh my God, I'm just wellies. I just need to go get in, come home because I'm not trying to be in the rain or like outside.
Even here, you're going to the gym, you're like, oh, my socks have got a match.
Like you have to match. Like all my gym sets are matching. I literally have like
Stanley.
That's you. It's my Stanley. My son bought me this, by the way.
Evie's got purple Stanley.
I love my Stanley. I carry it everywhere. It's bigger than my head.
It actually is. She comes in. You can hear when she's got into the office. She's just like,
oh my God.
Evie's in.
She's arrived.
But going back to obviously business, and you've got multiple businesses around all over the world.
Yeah.
What is your goal? What is your dream? Why we now know why you chose to buy. But now you're here.
Yeah.
You know, you've got businesses, you're fine. Yeah. What do you want to do now you're here?
Yeah.
Other than enjoy your life.
Yeah. I mean, definitely that's key, I think, is just understanding. It was a little bit of a process for me. It's just understanding what I wanted from life, how I wanted my day-to-day to be, how I wanted it to feel, how I wanted it to look. And I think with Dubai, you can have whatever you dream of, right? But what does that mean for each individual person? For me, being in Dubai, there's abundance of opportunities.
Yeah.
There's just so much, right? So I love to try everything. I want to try everything and see where my direction is going. But I have so much experience in building. Like I love to build. I'd love to see like an empty shell and I have a vision and I'm like, I know I can do that.
Yeah.
And I guess the future is really helping women like me that are dreamers, that need a bit of guidance, that need a bit of support, and just, you know, guiding them and helping them along their journey, because I wish that I had someone back in the day to kind of help me along my journey. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Like
all of us have.
And I think it's the journey of being an entrepreneur, but I feel like as women, it's a bit more kind of emotional. It's a bit more hurtful. Whereas men, they do business, they fail and they just keep going, right?
Yeah.
They don't care. Whereas women, they take it a little bit more emotionally. So it's just helping women understand the world of business, understand that you can do it, understand if I was able to do it as a single mom with my child and moving over, you can do it too.
Yeah.
So there's a woman watching now.
Yes.
She's scared. She might be a single mum.
Yeah.
She's got so many ideas, but she doesn't know where to start. What would you say to her?
I think that's where people get stuck, is not knowing where to start. You have to start in order to figure out what you want, because what happens is you figure out as you go on. So as you go on, then you start realizing what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So the first things first is start. Start. But what does that mean? I guess writing down all your ideas first, pen to paper. A lot of people just leave a lot of, like, everything is in their head. They don't actually write it down. If you don't have a plan, or if you don't have something visually clear in front of you, you don't know where you're going. You're going to be lost and you're going to be stuck. Yeah. So first of all, take a pen and paper, take some time out, get a tea, light some candles, really nice soundtrack in the back, and just take some time with yourself to understand what you genuinely want from life, not what is around you, not what social media tells you to do, because there's just so much impact every single day. As soon as you open your phone, people are messaging you. As soon as you open your phone, you have social media, and social media just has such an impact to kind of subconsciously direct you in your life. But if you don't take a moment with yourself to understand what you want from life, then you will be stuck. Figure it out, write it down, and just go, and then just try things. Try things along the way.
Yeah, because I do agree, because some people, being an entrepreneur is so far from what they actually want.
Yeah.
They want to go to work, get their salary, manage their bills, and go, do you know what? I need to earn £5,000 a month. I'm happy. If I earn 6, I'm going to have a great life. That's me. I'm done. Other people, they're like, I want to move house. I want to do this. I want to do that. Some people have lived in the same house 30 years and they love it. They don't want to upgrade. They might renovate the kitchen, paint the bedrooms, buy a new bed, and they're happy. Other people are like, I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied until I've done this, until I've had 3 kids, until my son has been boxing champion. I'm not happy. So if your dedication is, my end goal is for my son to be world champion in boxing, then that's your main focus. If it is that I want to own 10 businesses and I want to be the best CEO and stand on a stage and win awards and all of that, then that's your direction you need to focus on. So I think you are 100% right. What is your end goal? I actually got goose pimples. What is your end goal in life? And then, navigate what you need to do to work to that.
100%. And also what you said, when you write things down, when you envision things, when you actually use your fantasy, guys, like fantasize your current self as your future self, where you want to be, and then your brain will figure it out. Your brain will find a way to make things work, to make things happen, right? So
an opportunity and like what you say is so powerful. So you have to just be very mindful of what you say. So every time you say I am tired, you're going to be tired, right? Because what you're doing is you're programming your subconscious and your mind to tell your body you're tired.
I am a legend.
But that's literally what you have to do. You have to program. You have to say I'm beautiful. Like I kept realizing, I kept saying I was old. I had to stop that.
Did your wrinkles disappear?
Yeah, they've gone.
Oh wow,
They've gone.
Young.
They literally.
I'm a baby.
Young, yes.
Google Gaga.
Mummy, can I get football?
Yes.
Basically, be delusional.
Yes.
And then it works.
Yeah.
It's
true.
Yeah.
Well, Denise, we have loved having you on.
Yes.
I think we've put a clear message across to any women thinking about moving here.
Yeah.
You're not too old.
No.
You don't have to have a man.
No.
You don't have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Just your end goal. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Take the plunge.
Yeah.
And just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But if there is someone out there that does want to take the plunge, like reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help, because like I said, I wished when I made the move, I had someone that could just ask where I could even get a new SIM card from, or a new contract phone, or what were the schools, or you just little things.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to help.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank you.
Why Dubai?
And cut.